It's Mr. Clean, by the way. Thank you. Um, I was I was like finna start watching this video at work today. I was like, nah, correct this. But let's talk about NBA 2K26 Soft Drink TV. Shout out Soft Drink TV. Let's go.
2K26 is around the corner, and recently we got a cover reveal
Lay
and
down
details about
reacts.
the upcoming game. Of course, no gameplay has been shown yet, but in the usual 2K fashion, they're already asking for pre-orders. NBA 2K25 was yet another underwhelming title for the series, adding to 2K's regression over the last decade. As microtransactions get worse each year in 2K, gameplay also seems to be regressing, along with graphical fidelity too. My most viewed video this year is a graphical comparison between NBA 2K25 and NBA 2K14, and in most areas, NBA 2K14 actually looks better visually, which is really strange. 2K25's gameplay, with the new AI-powered Pro Play, seemed decent at first, but slow. However, the more I played it, the more I started to hate it. I gave 2K25 a 5 out of 10 review, claiming it was better than 2K24 because of the improvements to gameplay, and while 2K24 didn't exactly play well either, I'm starting to think I was too kind towards 2K25 in that review.
If you've been thinking about a degree in cybersecurity or IT, UMGC is waiving their application fee through September 3rd.
While the signature animations looked realistic and the game felt more sim than usual, driving to the basket or making quick and shifty dribble moves felt worse than ever before. You see guys in the NBA, like Anthony Edwards or Steph Curry, fly around the court and make quick layups and dribble moves, yet movement in 2K25 feels so slow. Everyone moves like DeAndre Jordan down the floor. I tried starting a My NBA.
It's crazy when you think about it. Pro Play did sound good. Like it did sound like something new. And it was like one of those things you could be like, okay, 2K trying to do something new, which is good. And then you try it and it's like, fuck, like, yo, like I remember, I think 2K23, I think, was it Gerald Vanderbilt, like, played motion style. Then I tried to go to KD's because they said KD's was better, bro. KD shit was slow as, like, I instantly felt it. It was bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, his shit felt slow. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. It just felt slow. No, I think I had KD motion style. And his other dude was slow. It was one of the two. But I knew it was a different. I'm like, yo, this is bad. I ain't gonna lie.
NBA franchise with the Super Team Heat back in the 2010s because I love the idea of going back in time and changing history. It's a great concept, and it's something only NBA 2K is doing. But the execution of the mode is not great. I released a video about how
I ain't played
broken
this
my
mode, so I don't know
NBA is
much
as a
about
game
it.
mode that you can check out for more details there. But what really got me to delete the game was the gameplay. I'm playing with the Miami Heat with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, all in their prime, and it feels like I'm controlling a team of role players. Maybe I'm just rusty at the game since I haven't played competitively online since 2K23, so I went back and tried playing NBA 2K14 again, a game from 12 years ago. And what do you know? Top players like LeBron and Wade can dominate, make contested shots, fly down the lane and slam the ball down, and can move and dribble in a fluid, fun fashion. I then tried out 2K15, and I noticed that this was when 2K's gameplay really started to shift. The fluidity and randomness was replaced by easier to see moves and animations that made more sense for a predictable online game, but no longer give the player movement that dominant, uncertain, exciting feeling to a degree. It's obviously not nearly as bad as where we're at today, and 2K15 still has pretty good gameplay overall. But that shift from 2K14
It's
to 2K,
crazy. How do a game that came out 11 years ago, like, graphically is better than your new game? We talking about 11 years. 11 years of innovation. We in AI stage now. Who would have thought? Like, when you seen 2K14, you thought, like, oh, this is real. How could it get better than this? How can it? We haven't got there yet. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
15 really felt like a turning point towards online competitive play when I go back now. Combined with the immediate graphics and lighting regression in 2K15, I'm starting to think that 2K14 was truly the peak of NBA 2K as a series
I
in
hear it a
terms of
lot.
gameplay fluidity and visuals.
Probably one of the best, definitely, as far as like play now mode. Like when you play with the homie, you play with somebody come over, you play now. Back when play now actually meant something. Back when niggas cared about play now. We ain't talking about online mode. It's just like play now. We hooping. I just that shit
2K15
weak
is a
now.
deeper game with
Niggas don't
improved
even
presentation,
touch that
but
mode.
gameplay and visuals both seem to take a step back in my opinion, and we never got back to 2K14's level. It's just odd that I'm finding more enjoyment with the gameplay of 2K14 and 15 than I am with 25, despite pro play, despite way more animations and possible dribble moves, despite 4K visuals, and despite the My Eras feature in my NBA. Not even the addition of go-kart racing could keep me hooked. We
That's
really are
crazy.
living in the worst period in sports gaming history. That is not hyperbole. I think 2K is
Like why are we
focused
even
so
go
much on
karting in
making
2K?
NBA
Honestly,
2K an
let's
online
be real.
pay-to-win competitive
Like
basketball game
this is
that
a
they forgot
basketball
why
game.
most casual players even pick up 2K in the first place. They want to hop in a quick game with their favorite NBA stars and get highlights with them. The casual crowd isn't making 4 different builds for the park or grinding my team. They do play now and maybe dabble with my career story in my NBA. All major sports games seem to have abandoned these casual players for the competitive online money spender. If I can't hit shots at a high percentage on a medium difficulty against the CPU with a player like Jokic or LeBron, and I
Dude,
can't blow past
talk about it. Oh my god, the AI in 2K is like shit is crazy. Like like everybody is Hall of Fame. I'm talking about 99 defense, inside and perimeter. Like I'm talking, dude, niggas who not even good at defense in the NBA. Pure lockdown in my career. Have you played my career on Hall of Fame? Have you even played it on Pro? Dude, the defense on that is crazy. You can be like, oh no, you're just not good at it. Like, dude, it shouldn't even be that hard. Hall of Fame didn't even used to be that hard. It feel like they just like I don't know what it even All Star feels like Hall of Fame. All Star feels like Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame feels like Hall of Fame times two. I don't know. Like that's crazy. Like, dude, that should be like the pick and rolls. You can do that. Catching lives can get annoying after a while. Threes, oh my god, dude, the art. Telling you,
defender and posterize someone as Anthony Edwards, I'm going to get frustrated and play something else. When the skill gap is too high for online play, casual play suffers. When you can't make a shot without hitting a perfect release, you lose that casual audience. Gameplay can be as complex as ever, but it has to be accessible, fluid, and fun. Hop on 2K14, do a crossover with Kobe, sprint to the baseline and attempt a fadeaway mid-range jumper. Splash. Try that in 2K25, you'll likely brick the shot because the game penalizes you for all that movement,
it's
even though
crazy.
that's what a 95 overall player like a Kobe Bryant should be capable of. In 2K14, try a dribble move and then blow past your man and hold square while sprinting to the basket. You might get an insane dunk or layup animation, or you might get stopped. It's not exactly super predictable, but that makes it fun and unexpected, and it all happens so fast, which you'd expect from the best athletes in the world. In the new games, you see a green splash animation before the ball gets near the hoop, letting you know the shot is falling in, eliminating that intoxicating anticipation of watching a shot fall. In 2K25, the magic of a shot like Kawhi's game winner from a few years ago against the
With the Amex Gold Card, every meal is a reward. Whether you decide
Sixers would be gone because you know you made the shot right as it leaves your hands. In real life, sometimes a shot falls that you didn't expect to fall. Players run to the hoop after a shot for a potential rebound, only for the shot to fall anyways. Sometimes a player chucks up a heavily contested shot
I'm a
and
little
it goes in.
confused on what do you mean. I thought they like don't. I thought did they put. I could have sworn when you shoot the ball, like when it hit the rim, they'll let you know if you missed or not. He said like you greened it off the bat, like the old 2Ks, and you ain't got to worry about it because that shit green. Yeah, let you know.
Anyways.
I'm a little
Players can
confused.
usually make a layup with someone in front of them, especially if they have a high rating. But in NBA 2K25, none of what I just said is possible. This is no longer basketball, but a basketball themed online competition. And it's not even great at doing so, considering the online glitches and cheese players can run. In the end, nobody is satisfied. So with 2K26 announced, I'm just not that excited, but I would love to be surprised by a quality title, or at least a step back towards 2K being a top sports game again. But for a decade now, NBA 2K games have shifted more and more towards where we are today. Predictable, slow, boring grind fests, begging you to spend more money despite the game releasing at full price. I find it sad because I used to get really hyped for new 2K releases, but it's been a while since then. Let's start with the 2K26 cover. What are we doing, man? This started with NBA 2K25, where the words NBA were removed from the logo. Now it's just the NBA logo and 2K20 whatever. The visual
I ain't
isn't
peeped
even
that
anything
angle,
that
though.
takes effort. It's just a regular image of the cover athlete, in this case Shai
You see
Gilgeous-Alexander,
two Al
with
Horfords.
some blur around them. In an era where many companies and graphic designers are
You know they
shifting
made
away
AI
from
make this.
2010's minimalism, it feels strange to see 2K commit to it this late after so many great covers over the years. Those red covers
Honestly, Luke Connett, is that Luke Connett? That's the same dude standing right there too.
commit to it this late after so many great covers over the years. Those red covers were fire, and even recent covers like these, for example, look cool. We got a trailer for the game, but it's just a quick half-minute teaser showing no actual gameplay, asking for pre-orders at the end, of course. We have just 3 screenshots to show you what the game looks like. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, ain't this about to be August? Like like y'all for the, cause the game come out in September. How the trailer not even out yet? Where's the trailer? Oh, let me try to look it up right now and see if NBA 2K, like, no trailer. Dude, the game comes out in a month. Well, it's about to be the next month. Hold on, it's the 28th. So NBA 2K26. Where is the trailer? Yeah, they like, is they not gonna show a trailer? Yo, that's wild.
Joel Reese, and Carmelo Anthony, the 3 cover athletes for the varying editions. If you told me these screenshots were from 2K21, I'd believe you, outside of the fact that Angel Reese wasn't in the WNBA yet. The graphics are detailed and high definition, but they lack style. They lack photorealism. Look at NBA 2K14, just how good that lighting was. In 2K25, and based on these images of 2K26, the game looks flat, dull, rubberized, and sanitized.
I do get what he's saying with the rubber though.
A lot of sweat as usual. We've reached a point where NBA 2K's graphical quality has stagnated, and some would argue it's peaked. But you don't play the game zoomed in like this. You don't see that
Facts.
sweat in gameplay. From the gameplay camera perspective, somehow NBA 2K14 looks better than 2K25, because they actually went to each arena to perfectly replicate lighting sources to create the most
And why they don't want to do that now? Like, what is that? What is that gonna like? Is that effective? Is it that bad?
authentic looking representations of these arenas. In 2K15 they stopped doing that and never tried it again. Perhaps it took too many resources, but on a PS5, I find it hard to believe they can't match the lighting of 2K14 with
Exactly.
modern details. There used to be a time where these screenshots would be mind-blowing, and every year showed a
Hold on.
There used to be a time where these screenshots would be mind-blowing, and every year showed a significant step up. Now all sports games, not just 2K, seem to operate as if they've peaked on current tech, yet historic evidence of older titles says otherwise. I've been asking for an offline My Career for a while now. Why should someone who only plays the story in their offline NBA games be subjected to creating a 60 overall player with heavy nerfs for online balance? There should be an offline My Career option where you can make a 99 overall rookie and destroy the league because you're offline. But obviously, 2K would rather force their player base to drop money on VC to make sure your player is good, even if you just play
I feel like we
offline.
honestly should start at least at 80 overall, 75 minimum, 75, right? Like who the f- comes in a higher overall 60? How you a 60 as a top draft pick? How? Like this got to be the worst draft ever, right? Like
And
Cooper
drops
Flag, ain't his rating like 83 or something like that? Did he just get like an 83, 81 rating? So why do we gotta come in at 60?
$70 on the game. It's absurd. Sure, you can make a player in My NBA and use a player-locked camera, but it's not the same as My Career, with the way the mode presents your career, your stats, your house, your story, etc. My NBA, as I touched on in that video I mentioned earlier, is broken. CPU teams make dumb decisions constantly, breaking the mode after a few seasons, and a lot of these issues could be fixed with small tweaks. Yet 2K has left this mode untouched at its core for so long that issues stemming from the
Yeah, I feel like
mind.
my career be broken. You will skip games and then teams that shouldn't even be in the playoffs just in the playoffs. They do good year after year. It's like what just happened? How did they just get good out of
Era
nowhere?
are still present. While they've added some new features to the mode over the years, they haven't tweaked a thing under the hood, resulting in the same annoying bugs and issues every year. I'd love to see this fixed in 2K26, but we'll see. If player movement and shooting are closer to 2K23, then the game should be much better than the last two. But is this where we are with NBA 2K now? Hoping this is the year gameplay reverts back to how it used to be, only for it to flip back the other way the next year? Like every other major sports game, NBA 2K seems to be more about tweaking the online meta rather than genuinely improving and innovating their game. There is no more vision or creativity that I can see. I shouldn't get a better experience playing NBA 2K14 or 15, games from over a decade ago. It's tough not to get jaded with sports gaming, because if you were around for 2K's prime, you know it was special. From NBA 2K10 through 2K16, the game was just fantastic.
That Rail
And
3
as I
was
said
crazy.
before,
Yeah.
my current position is that it peaked with 2K14 in terms of gameplay and visuals. NBA 2K11 or 12 are basically tied for being my favorite NBA games ever made. I don't want to be negative in every video, but when I'm covering modern sports games and they happen to be this underwhelming, it's hard not to be. Now, there's nothing special about NBA 2K. Since 2K19, every release has felt like a disappointment. It literally is just a roster update, with frustrating gameplay tweaks each year. I hope 2K26 is different. I hope it
I see
restores
the way
hope,
Rondo look.
gameplay tweaks each year.
They got
I
yeah,
hope 2K26 is different.
little chin
I
at
hope it
him.
restores hope and faith in 2K. But I don't think it will. If the game sells regardless since it has no competition, why should 2K bother? We need more passion for sports at the top of these sports game
You need more
companies.
passion for
And
a
obviously
lot
we
of
need
things.
competition.
Honestly,
They're missing soul, yet these games used to have it. Anyways, stay tuned for my review of NBA 2K26, and I've been working on a documentary on the fall of NBA 2K in the background, but decided to quickly drop this after 2K26 was officially revealed. Let me know in the comments if that documentary would make more sense before or after 2K26's release.
just gonna drop it now. There's nothing to look forward towards. Yeah, like I said, August almost here in what 3 days, and they still haven't even dropped you a game play trailer. Even though it's just gonna be like the same old. They're gonna hype it up. Yeah, 2K. Like, how do you go to Air Arena and get lightning, have effort, and now it's like, they just make another game. It's like, but I understand it. It's money. You know, they made so much money. The hunger not there no more. The hunger's out. That's why we hope
Thanks
this
for watching.
college game be life changing. Hopefully, this college game be life changing. Um, yeah. Downfall of 2K was so avoidable. They had the blueprint and then they ruined it. Please stop buying 2K Madden COD. They would never change unless you stop buying. Sad, but most sports games since decline around 2014. I mean, people say stop buying it, but like, it's just more than that. It's a little harder than what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who love sports, they just want to play a good game. But it's like they want to play a game since this is the only games that they might enjoy. So it's kind of hard to just, you know what I'm saying? They might not even got time to really play games like that. So they just rather, I don't know. I mean, just put your mind on GTA 6. That's my advice. That's going to do it for the bit. Like, comment, subscribe, catch you.